Creationism is the belief that the universe and living organisms originate from specific acts of divine creation, as in the biblical account, rather than by natural processes such as evolution. Before we start, I need to say that evolution does not mean there's no God. There are many people who believe in a God and evolution as well. This is not an atheist versus theist debate. In this video, I plan on showing why creationism is not a science but a pseudoscience. The main focus of this video is to explain how science works and what evolution is and what it isn't. I'm not going to focus on all the evidence for evolution. The reason for this is simple. I cannot distill what happened over hundreds of millions of years into a few sound bites on YouTube. However, I will provide a list of recommended books for those who want to get a better understanding of evolution. The Skeptic's Dictionary best describes what evolution and natural selection are. Darwin's theory of how evolution happened is called natural selection. That theory is quite distinct from the fact of evolution. Other scientists have different theories of evolution, but only a negligible few deny the fact of evolution. Now we need to define what a theory is. What a theory is to most people and what a theory is to science are two very different things. The American Association for the Advancement of Science defines a theory as follows. A scientific theory is a well-substantiated explanation of some aspect of the natural world based on a body of facts that have been repeatedly confirmed through observation and experiment. Such fact-supported theories are not guesses, but a reliable account of the real world. The theory of biological evolution is more than just a theory. It is a factual explanation of the universe as the atomic theory of matter or the germ theory of disease. Our understanding of gravity is still a work in progress, but like the phenomenon of gravity, evolution is an accepted fact. It is also important to remember that scientific theories must also be testable and falsifiable, meaning they can be proven wrong. So natural selection is not just mere speculation, it is something that is confirmed by observation and by the evidence. Okay then, so what is evolution? Evolution is defined as the process by which different kinds of living organisms are believed to have developed from earlier forms during the history of the Earth. The best way to explain this is to talk about the domestication of animals like dogs. All dogs that you see today, such as Jack Russells, Dachshunds, and so on, have descended from the wolf, Canis lupus. This was achieved by means of artificial selections at the hands of breeders. This is not just restricted to dogs. We can even look at plants, cabbages, and sunflowers, for example. A wild cabbage looks completely different to a cabbage that you find in a supermarket. If a breeder is able to breed dogs for certain traits, then it is easy to see how this could be achieved by natural selection. The creationist main strategy has been to look for ways to discredit evolution. That's not good enough. You need to explain the stuff that evolution cannot explain, as well as everything else better than what evolution can explain. As Richard Dawkins points out, evolution is like doing a forensic investigation of a crime scene. We have to reconstruct the crime after it has happened. The creationists have yet to come up with a coherent theory of their own. Creationists need to provide convincing data and evidence to support their own ideas. They have not been able to do this, and so they go about trashing evolution. Creationists have campaigned for education boards to teach the controversy. There's absolutely no controversy about evolution among scientists. Scientists are debating how evolution happened, not if it happened. Second, if we teach the controversy over evolution, then why don't we teach children about the controversy over the Holocaust, because some people believe it didn't happen, or that 9/11 was an inside job? The reason is there is evidence for evolution, the Holocaust, and that 9/11 was a plot of Al-Qaeda. This is called false balance. This is where the media present an issue as being more balanced between opposing viewpoints than what the evidence actually supports. Above all, creationism is a supernatural explanation and therefore cannot be tested or falsified. It is inherently unscientific. Science is constrained by the laws of nature. Claims in science are based on empirical evidence and explanations that are materialistic. This is so that the claims can be rigorously tested and verified, not just by the person making the claim, but by other scientists as well. I could keep you here all day, but I don't want to bore you, though I probably have. I'm going to recommend, 3 books, and you can read any one of them, it doesn't matter. What the Fossils Say and Why It Matters, Why Evolution is True, The Greatest Show on Earth. Please read these books because we need to have an informed populace. By being better informed, you help inform others too. To conclude, creationism is not a science. I found this photo while doing a Google search for pictures on Dwayne Gish. I think it accurately sums up creationism. I have no idea who owns it though I think it's from Tumblr. But when I saw it, I laughed so much I started crying, so I had to show it here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave comments or questions if you have any.